Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this special time together on Palm Sunday and our wonderful Sunday morning experience. I do want to welcome all of you as I remove my mask, and I want to thank you for sharing this time with me this morning. Let's look at the concept of aggressive spiritual thinking and correlate it with the metaphysical meaning of Palm Sunday, or the entrance into greater good, which we are at the point of doing anytime we so choose. It's the old metaphysical idea of when you get sick and tired of being sick and tired, you'll do something about yourself. And that's really what Palm Sunday represents as we move forward into a greater understanding of whatever we're moving out of and moving into in the now that we're in. If we look at not just students of metaphysics, but sincere students, you see, sincere students of metaphysics, modern metaphysics, have many times been healed of minor and major illnesses. They do it how? They do it by applying principles of truth. These principles are taught in Divine Science, Unity, CSL, Anton. It is an experience that is good enough to be true. And if we look at it and the principles of truth when applied, we begin to understand that the results are interesting when we observe the result of spiritual thinking. Are the results 100%? Do 100% of the people who apply spiritual ideas have a positive result of it? No. But that is also true of other forms of healing. You see, you have dedicated students and you have casual students. And the casual student of metaphysical understanding of a new thought, many times they are people who think that what they're studying or what they're exploring, whether it's from Charles Fillmore or Ernest Holmes, that they discover it's very helpful, that it can be applied in their own experience, and the change for the better is celebrated. Even though they find this teaching or a teaching like this in metaphysics very helpful, they many times just really don't apply a real effort in the idea of change for the better, a real effort. Even though they find this kind of teaching helpful, they don't take it to the next step many times. If they, and him or her, begin to explore their thinking, their emotional patterns, they find that if they don't aggressively apply spiritual thinking, that just having the information or just reading about it will not help. It's the application. It's when you begin to think as it instead of about it. You see, my friends, you cannot successfully be an artist in any area of your life just by playing at the methods of, for example, the selected instrument you choose, if you choose to be a musician. Only a real dedication to the idea The idea of the art you choose allows you to become an artist in that area. How many of you know art? Lazy artist, comfortable nonsense artist, nincompoopy artist. If you're going to be an artist of anything, be an artist of something wonderful, beautiful, something that will enhance the world. You see, you need constant practice. This is why all metaphysical teaching, all New Thought teaching recommends daily meditation, positive prayer, spiritual mind treatment. This is a practice that is necessary, and the necessary techniques of it free you to be what you're talking about instead of just talking about it. You see, a dedicated commitment to the truth that you're studying, followed by a constant practice. This will allow you to bring your ideal to pass. Why? Because your ideal has become your idea. Now, in spiritual mind healing, which we are all in New Thought focused on, it's what we teach, it's what we practice. In spiritual mind healing, the same thing is true that we were talking about before. This truth is always ready to be practiced by you to apply the awareness. It is not a matter of hope. It's not a matter of wishing. You see, you can hope and wish, followed by well-known platitudes about something. Your challenge is to create an affirmative result in what you want to do and be. It all begins when a person makes a sincere decision to be normally healthy through the techniques that they learn through unity, through religious science, through divine science, through Emerson Institute, through Associated New Thought Network. The principles taught in Anton and CSL are not new. They are as old as thinking. It all begins when, again, we make a sincere decision within ourselves to be healthy. Then we use these techniques to maintain that health. You see, unless a decision is made, as Dr. Barker would tell us, Dr. Raymond Charles Barker, who wrote The Power of Decision, understood this, and he pointed out that a decision made, believed in, will transcend yesterday's experience no matter what it was. There are other forms of healing. They're available, and the wisdom and experience of the medical profession is phenomenal. In religious science and unity and divine science, our ministers, teachers, practitioners have no rejection of medical methods. I just spent a period of time in the hospital recently, and I was constantly greeting the doctor and God in the doctor. We know that one mind works through all these fine people. Now, let's make a decision. Our decisions, excuse me, I'm going to get something to drink. Decision. Now, if you want to change for the better, make a decision to do it. And keep in mind, a determined consciousness proceeds in your life, and it does something wonderful. It empties all negatives out of your thinking. It defines clearly the end result of the spiritual statements that you're making. It is correct self-thinking, starting with correct self-knowing. There's one life, it's God, it's my life. Now, if that's true, how does God, the power within me, the intelligence within me, describe not the problem, but the answer? And then my challenge is to act as if it's so. You see, this again is correct self-thinking. It is correct self-thinking. It is correct self-talking in our language. This we call spiritual mind treatment, positive prayer. Now, if you have feelings that are negative, just tell them to go away. Dr. Barker says you are an emperor sitting on your throne, and if a problem shows up, just look at it straight in the eye and say, off with its head. Anyhow, now, again, we call this spiritual mind treatment in religious science. You see, the person who is fed up with being fed up and chooses to change their mind, they will go in a new direction. You should do it several times a day, because every thought really is a treatment come from the truth of yourself, not from the problem. Now, as we explore the possibility of self-unfolding, we begin to realize that we are not allowing family or friends or experience or virus or anything else tell us how to think or what to think. You don't need negative people in your life trying to drag you down to their level. Terry Cole Whitaker's wonderful book, and I recommend it to all of you. Go on Amazon and find it. What you think of me is none of my business. Now, you move forward. And what we need to do is let everybody we're associated with know that we would enjoy their pleasant company, pleasant conversations, pleasant sharing. Then what we need to do is free ourselves so that we are looking for answers and not the continuation of problems. You see, if you're going to discuss what you're exploring in your spiritual mind treatment, in your positive prayer, get out of problem detail and get into answer detail. So my friends, note with me this morning as we move into the Palm Sunday, Good Friday, Passover from darkness to light. And happy Passover to all my Jewish friends. So with me this morning, know that the total mind and heart of God is supporting your clear statement of truth. Everything is for you if you know and know you know. There's nothing against you in truth. You are only clearing your consciousness and affirming what you really are, a mighty moving power of God. All the healing processes of life itself are responding to your declared word this morning. We're going to have a closing treatment. I invite you to become part of it and affirm it for yourself as I affirm. You see, the expulsion of the negative feelings sets you free. It sets you free. And it sets the power within you free to produce the wonderful. Because in truth, you are full of wonder, full of light. There's a power within you that does its perfect work if you let go and let it do it. So keep in mind this morning, all things are possible to the individual who has decided to demonstrate greater health through spiritual means, greater happiness, greater love, greater joy, greater creativity, greater abundance in every way. All that God is responds to the knowing mind, and the loving heart. Let it be your way. And have a beautiful, beautiful Sunday and a beautiful day today. I love you and I thank you for being with me this morning. Let's move into this Easter week in the right way. And now, my friends, I'm going to ask you to do something wonderful for yourself and for Tri-City Religious Science Center. If we were all gathered on Sunday morning in our center, which is locked up right now, has been for a year. But if you were there on a Sunday morning with us at this time, we would sing a wonderful song and pass the basket. So I'm going to pass the metaphysical basket and ask you for your support. My wonderful assistant, Katrina Anderson, will put on the screen the way you can reach us and the way you can share a donation, no matter how big or little. We accept it with love and know it multiplies and returns. And that's the way it is. And so it is. And now, my friends, join with me as we explore together a greater idea of self. Let's know right now, as we come to the conclusion of this morning with love and celebration, that as we move through this Palm Sunday time and move into our Easter celebration, we do it with love and we do it with joy. We honor the best of self as we let it be so. We move in freedom because our world is built by way of our word, and our word now is wonderful and beautiful and healthy and happy. This moves forth from us. It greets itself as our world. What we're looking for, we're looking with, and the discovery is made. With joy, we celebrate this. In every fiber of our being, every cell of our body, every aspect of our world, it is love in action. Nothing to heal, an idea to change. The changes happen now. Like the Palm Sunday entrance into a greater reality, we make a new entrance this morning into a greater reality in the now. And we let it be so and give thanks that it is. We release this treatment to the great law of mind that knows what to do, how to do it, and is doing it now. And so we let it be. So it is. Thank you for being with me this morning. We'll see you Wednesday. Have a great day.